Good morning YouTube, Lofty's here. I've popped up to Damerells again. Big scooter today, super scooter. This is the SYM, the 508 TL. Really nice looking bit of kit. It's not a brand new bike, it's a 2022 model. Slightly different to the 2023, but for all intents and purposes it's the same bike, same engine, same running gear, everything. So if you're interested in buying one of the SYM super scooters, you stick around. I'll see you in a minute. Good morning YouTube, Lofty's here. What do you think of this? The Maxsym, the TL 508. Let's give this a bit of a go. Keyless ride, handbrakes attached to the side stand. Interesting. There's not a vast amount of leg room. The handlebars are quite low. So here we go, we're in the 30. LCD. So I'll just tell you a little bit about this bike. This isn't the 2023 model, this is a 2022. It was ordered by a local chap who wanted the big scooter. He bought it and he got a bit of age in him. He found it very, very heavy. So he bought it back. It's literally only had the first service. It's done absolutely nothing. So it is a brand new bike, but the 2022 model, which what this is more or less identical, but it's not got the TFT dash. This has got the LCD. For all intents and purposes, it's the same bike. It's a 500 odd cc super scooter. Holds a cracking line round the bend. Let's just take it up the hill and see how well it picks up. So here we go in the National. It's not bad. Gets up to national speeds up there. Right, so let's have a bit of a talk and a look at it. I'll see you in a sec. Good morning YouTube, Lofty's here. Been up to Damerells and got this bit of a beauty. What do you think of this? It's the first time I've rode one of these big SYMs. I've seen the little ones, the 125s, the great little scooters, ideal for kids. But this is a man-sized job. Or the ladies. It's a big one. 500 odd cc. What do you think? It's a good looking machine, isn't it? Let's have a sit on it. As you know, I'm 6'5", 17 and a half stone, and this is a big boy. Leg room, there's loads of it. There's two positions, feet there, feet forward. It's dead comfy. The only thing is the steering, the bars are quite low, so when you put it on full lock, if I've got my knees there, I've not got much lock. When they're there, I can get it round. So it's something I have to get used to in the first half an hour or so. It's a keyless ride, it's got a bit of everything. One thing I like is the side stand is connected to the handbrake. So at the moment, side stand's down, you can't start it, and it's solid, won't roll away. You flick the side stand up, look at that. It's really good. Let me just tell you a little bit about SYM before I carry on. So SYM, Sanyang Motor Company. They was established in 1954 as a parts maker. They made bits and pieces for Honda. So there's a close relationship between SYM and Honda. They used to make cycle parts, all sorts of bits and pieces, levers, you name it, all sorts of things. Massive factory, huge. In 1961, they founded their own company and called it SYM, which was the motorcycle group, and they started making scooters. This firm, whether you believe it or not, this firm makes 2,500 units per day. Yeah, you heard it right, 2,500 units per day. That's, when you start looking at people like Ducati and Motor Guzzi, these KTM, These lot make more motorcycles than we sell in Europe, all collectively, the whole lot put together. So let's not judge them too harshly before we actually ride it. They've got factories in Taiwan, China, Vietnam, all over the place. They do produce a lot of stuff. Anyway, we'll have a bit of a walk round and I'll give you the specs. So here we go. It's a big scooter, isn't it? Big scooter, 508. It's hard to find the proper specs for this. Some people say it's a 500, some people say it's a 520. But let's face it, it's a super scooter. It's got a centre stand. It's chain drive as it happens. Constant velocity drive. Let's just have a walk round. I think it's quite good looking, isn't it? It's a big beast. It's burly. As I said, it's keyless ride. So I'll just come in. Here we go. That releases the seat. This is the operation of the lock and the ignition. So we'll just come to the front there. I'll show you. We've got idiot lights down the side. I'm not sure how much you can see. It's quite sunny. Trip controls. This is the tacho. On the side we've got the mileage, 262 miles. And the petrol tank and everything. So I'll just come out before I start it and show you what we got. We got hydraulic front brake, adjustable, start stop, hazard warnings, ignition. Coming across nice and steady. Here we go. We got adjustable rear brake, hydraulic, pass light, separate switch for the headlights high and low. This is a function button. I'll show you in a minute. Indicators. On, and this turns the traction control or adjusts it off and on. So we'll just spring it into life. Side stand up, brake on, nice burble. Of course I can't give it a rev for you because it'll take off. So can you see the tacho just blipping? There you go. Right, let's show you the specs. Right, as I said, this is the SYM Maxsym, the TL508. They tell me it's a 508cc twin cylinder, liquid cooled 4-stroke, double overhead cam, 8 valves per cylinder, EFI. It's running a 33 kilowatt, which is around 46 brake horsepower, so A2 compliant. That's one of the main things with a lot of these machines. They keep them below the 47 so as you can ride them with your A2 licence. That's at 6,750 revs. It's 49.9 newton meters, which is 37 foot-pounds, which is respectable at 5,250. As I say, it's a fairly heavy beast. It's 227 kilos wet with a full tank. The seat is the seat. The seat is 795 and it's fairly comfy looking. That's a fairly large rear perch, and here's the footrests for the pillion. So I think it's one you could definitely ride two up. It's got this great big rocket launcher coming up the sides. Your choice of panniers could be restricted because of that. I'll just come to the back. As you can see, it's a big job, isn't it? It's got a, I suppose you could call it semi-horizontal shock. There's your centre stand. I'll put it on the centre stand, see what it's like in a minute. So on the front we've got 41mm upside down forks, and we are running twin 275mm discs. They are SYM badged, but they're radial. Not bad at all. Maxxis tyres, 120/70/15s on the front. At the back we've got a monoshock on the side. There's your chain drive, nice big cover for it. So it's a strange looking affair. The brake, it's a single pot caliper, but it's also got this handbrake affair that connects up to the side stand. But it's on the back, it's a single 275mm disc, and it's a 160/70/15. So 15's front and rear. That's nice. It'll handle well. Be nice. We've got LED lights all the way around on the new model. adjustable screen, and as I say, keyless ride. Now these were the 2023 model. They were retailing at 9.3 plus the on the road. At the moment SYM are offering a discount of 9 grand, 8,999 on the road. So they've knocked 3,500 quid off it as it happens. They come in blue, grey or white. As I say, this is a second-hand model. It's brand new, barely running. It's for sale at Damerells, so you can save yourself a few quid and get one of these. So I'm going to show you the cubbyhole. Right, fuel. There we go. In between the legs at the front of the seat. Lockable. Just press this button here, and the seat hinges from the front. We had to laugh, me and Simon just was trying to pick it up from the back and he wouldn't come. Here we go inside. Now you will easily get an helmet in there. In fact, I think you'll easily get a full face helmet there. I'm not going to put mine in because I don't want to disturb my cameras. But that's pretty good, isn't it? So we'll have a quick walk round. So what do you think? If you fancy a SYM, I'd come and ride one. Anyway, I'm going to get my helmet on. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, YouTube. I'll stick it on the centre stand for you. Let's do what it's like. So, foot on. Hold the handlebars. Hold the back. Oh, that's dead easy. Let's do it again. That's really easy. Dead simple to get on the centre stand. I like that. Here we go. I'm not sure if you can see the dash. We're doing 4,000 revs, and we've got this thing underneath that tells you what your fuel efficiency is. So we'll just slow down for the island. Got to say, although I can see a lot of elbow in the mirrors, they're very good. So let's just pick the speed up. Straight up to 50. I find it more comfortable with my feet in the forward position. It just feels nicer for the position of my hands for the ergonomics. So just see what the handling's like. Seems like there's a lot of weight on the back, but it holds a nice line. The front's holding the line well. So here we are, we're doing 50 down the hill. It's barely ticking over 4,000 revs. Very nice. Holding a 50 on a constant throttle, no lurching, no surging. Very, very nice. Very smooth. Very, very little vibration. Yeah, first impression's pretty nice. I'm getting no buffeting at this sort of speed. Just slow down here because that tarmac surface there is awful, just on the rider line. Pick it up to 5. Yeah, it seems to spin a bit better at 5,000 revs. How's the light looking? We've got a red light, so we'll just hang on for the lights. Slow moving's dead simple. They're great at the twist and goes. I'm surprised the British public hasn't embraced the scooter more. It's just one of them things, and it's as if it's like a taboo or a no-no. And I honestly think if you ride some of these super scooters, you wouldn't half be surprised. And I mean pleasantly surprised. Although I said it was heavy at 227, it carries its weight extremely low. So look at this, it's ever so flickable, hardly any steering input needed. Yeah, it's nice. It'd be nice to do a side-by-side comparison with the Bergman and the T-Max, which is the market leader really in super scooters, the T-Max, the 560, but you're talking nearly £13,000. You can buy one of these, like I say, for 9 grand. Massive, massive difference. Anyway, we're in the 30 now. So we just tittle round nice and steady. It does hold the line well at 30, and it holds its speed well, but you have to be conscious because, like I say, it spins up so easy. Before you know it, you're doing 35, 40 and you've barely touched it, especially downhill. But we're tittling down here now, 25 to 30, nice and steady. The dash is so simple to read. As I say, if you buy this brand new now for 9 grand, you do get a TFT dash. But to be honest with you, that's about the only difference between this 508 TL and the brand new 2023 508 TL. It's that dash. Thank you, sir. So I'll just get past this little builder's van. Plenty of room. Round the bend. Keep having a quick look at the speedo. As I say, it rolls downhill lovely. Through the first chicane. All clear. I always find with scooters, they're much easier to ride using the back brake. Just steadying them, bit of acceleration, then just steady them up with a bit of back brake, and I find they handle so well, so much nicer. And you tend to get more power out of a back brake on a scooter because the weight's predominantly on the rear. Here we are in the second chicane, all clear. Well, it's quiet today, isn't it? St Dennis is deserted. So we're just coming up the hill into the 50, and we'll give it a bit of juice across the top. Here we go, 50. Straight up to 50, no trouble at all. Past the garage, indicator on. We're all clear. We'll take the right to Trevisco. Yeah, banks over, lovely. So here we go, full throttle. Straight up to Nationals. Doesn't seem to go above 5,000 revs, I don't know why. We'll see what it's like on the dual carriageway section. But the handling down here, this is cracking. You could go out with normal Sunday or Saturday riders and keep up with the pace without bothering at all. You might have to time your overtakes a bit better because you haven't got that instant get up and go if you've got sort of 80 or 90 brake. Yeah, that's lovely. Bit of back brake, there we go. Give it some gas again. Yeah, I'm starting to get the feel for it now. I definitely prefer it in the foot forward position. It's probably because I'm so big. But I'm having no trouble with the steering now I've put my feet there. So, indicator on, we're going to take a right into the town. So we can just test out that slow riding. Look at this. 4 miles an hour. I think you'd win a slow riding competition, wouldn't you? Anyway, up to 25. Easy peasy. Into the 30. So when you're on the downhill stretch like this, just shut the throttle off and just let it roll down. That car started parking there again. You'll never get the paintwork clear. It's amazing what comes off them trains, you know. Bits and filings and flints. Ruins your paintwork. Well, I've probably said that before. He's hot in the big lorry. Thank you very much, sir. Very kind of him. So we just squeeze it a little bit. Yeah, the fooling is lovely. No hesitation. There we are, smack on 30. 3,000 revs. Here we go. Up to the bend, throw it in, bit of steady with the brake, round you go. Nobody at the junction. Right, so we'll just slow down to 45. Nobody back behind us. Get the back brake on. We're getting a lot of pulsing, no locking up. Actually, it was just okay. I think the brakes on the 4s are a bit more grippy, a bit more progressive. So 45 again, nobody about, front brake. Yeah, that's cracking. Twin discs, what do you expect? Radial calipers. So we'll do a bit of a combined test when we get round the bend. So round the bend we go, 40 odd mile an hour, holding a nice line. So here we go, nothing behind, front and back. It's lovely. I'm getting quite a bit of pulsing through the rear. The front's cracking. Not bad. So straight up to 60. Just drop a bit of speed. Yeah, that's okay. Edge to edge. Back up to 60. Like I say, I don't think you'd have any trouble keeping up with people. Be nice if you got a cruise control, wouldn't it? Down the little dip, damp, it's a bit damp. Thank you, sir. Let's give it some beans. Right, so 60, there we go, 60 mile an hour. That's just hold a constant throttle. Yeah, that's very nice. Solid. These Maxxym tyres feel okay, I've had no problems with them. Yeah, they've got the engine well sorted. I don't know what the build quality will be like if you rode them through a Cornish winter. I should imagine you have to give it a good swill down with cold water every night when you got home in the winter, but it seems okay, seems pretty robust. So we're coming up to the island. Drop a bit of speed at the 50. All clear. Indicator does drop real nice to the fingers. Back up to 50. Yeah. So we're going to take it a spin. Take it a spin down the hill. Island's clear. This is where I always say we'll do a third gear pull away. So we'll do a 3,000 revs, 30 mile an hour pull away. Here we go, down the hill, squeeze. Okay, we're up to 70, no problem at all. So at 70 mile an hour, it says we're doing 69 to the gallon. That ain't bad, is it? The tacho doesn't seem to do a lot. It either does 3, 4 or 5. I ain't seen nothing more. With that old 70, no trouble at all. I'm getting quite a bit of wind noise, but I'm getting no buffeting. No buffeting whatsoever. We'll just lose a bit of speed. Indicator on. Island's clear, so we're straight out. Drop it in. Here we go. Yep, side stand, well it was centre stand touching down then. It's probably my weight. Here we go up the hill. Straight up to 60, straight up to 65, straight up to 70. Now this is a bigger hill than it looks. It's absolute doddle pulling this. It's like I say, it's an A2 compliant, 46 brake horsepower. And it will do 70, and I'll probably imagine it would do 72 up this hill. So I'll just drop the revs off and pull in behind these vehicles because I'm going to take a left. Anyway, if you're interested in the SYM 508 TL, pop up to Damerells. This one's for sale. It's not going anywhere at the moment, so if you want to come and ride it, come and ride it. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video and you'd like to see some more Lofty Biker videos, click on the like, subscribe, ring that bell. it all helps the channel grow and helps us to move on. So we just take a left here, dropping down from a 50 into a 30. Yeah, I like this scooter, it's really nice. Now I've realised that with my feet forward it's so much more comfortable, it's cracking. Anyway, we're back at Damerells. Thank you to Simon for sorting me out the bike. I was going to ride it last week, but it had been laid up for that long at the bloke's house. The battery had virtually died because he hadn't had it on a tender, and I've put a brand new battery on, so if you do buy it, it's got a brand new battery on as well. Anyway, we're back at Damerells, so this is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.